Legs that feel heavy. Stiff knees that resist every step. Pain that greets you before your feet even touch the floor. If you're over 60, you've probably been told, that's just old age. But what if they were wrong? What if the weakness in your legs, the burning in your joints, and the struggle just to walk across the room wasn't from aging at all? What if it was something silent, something preventable that starts inside your body years before symptoms appear? Here's what science now confirms. After age 60, your legs lose up to 3% of their strength every year, even if you've never been injured. And the culprits? They're not always visible on X-rays. They're hidden in your blood flow, your inflammation levels, and most surprisingly, in your diet. Because while most seniors blame aging or arthritis, the real reason your legs feel weak might be the food you're not eating. The good news? There are specific foods, real, everyday foods that can trigger strength recovery in just 12 hours. Not months, not weeks, hours. And these aren't guesses, they're backed by real clinical studies. In this video, we'll reveal 8 powerful superfoods that help older adults regain leg strength, reduce morning stiffness, and feel more mobile naturally and safely. But before we dive in, drop a comment below. How old are you? And which food do you avoid the most even though you know it's healthy? We read every reply, because your journey matters. Let's start with why mornings are so difficult, and how one simple change could make tomorrow feel completely different. Section 1. Introduction: The Invisible Struggle. Every morning, millions of older adults wake up with legs that feel heavier than the day before. Not injured, not broken, just slower, stiffer, and often quietly unreliable. For many, it starts with little things. A harder time standing from a chair, hesitating before stepping out of bed, avoiding stairs altogether. If any of this feels familiar, you're not alone. What most people don't realize is this: it's not just aging. For the majority of seniors, the real reason their legs feel weaker isn't because they're getting older, it's because their muscles are starving for the right nutrients. After age 60, we lose up to 3% of leg strength each year, even without any injury, because of declining circulation, inflammation, and the gradual breakdown of collagen. These are silent changes happening inside the body, long before we ever notice them on the outside. But here's the hopeful part. Researchers have discovered that with the right foods, your body can begin to rebuild strength and mobility within just 12 hours. Not weeks, not months, just one day. In this video, we're going to reveal 8 science-backed foods that have been tested on real seniors with remarkable results, especially in lower body strength, balance, and endurance. We'll count them down from number 8 to number 1, and the top food on this list? It boosted muscle power by more than 36% in a single day, according to one clinical study. If you're ready to take back control of your legs, your balance, and your confidence, it all starts with what's on your plate. Let's begin. Section 2. Misdiagnosing the problem. It's not always old age. Ask any senior why their legs feel weaker, and you'll likely hear the same answers. It's just old age. My knees are worn out. Arthritis runs in the family. Or, I injured that leg years ago. It never fully recovered. But here's the uncomfortable truth. While age and injuries do play a role, they are not the whole story. In fact, they're often not even the main cause. What's often overlooked by doctors and seniors alike is the massive impact of nutrient deficiency on leg strength, coordination, and recovery. Think about it. Your legs are made of living muscle tissue, held together by connective fibers, powered by nerves, and fueled by blood. And every part of that system depends on nutrition. If your body doesn't have the right building blocks, proteins, minerals, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds, it simply can't maintain strong, healthy legs. It's like expecting a car to keep running without changing the oil or fueling the engine. It's not agates, the fuel you're giving your legs. Consider this. A 70-year-old woman in Colorado, once a recreational runner, found herself struggling to walk half a block without resting. Her doctor told her it was just age, but she refused to accept that. She worked with a nutritionist and began introducing specific foods into her daily routine, foods high in magnesium, nitrates, omega-3s, and collagen. Within 2 weeks, she was walking a mile a day again, no pain, no limping, no fear of falling. What changed? Not her age, not her bones, just her nutrition. So before you blame age, arthritis, or old injuries for your slow, stiff legs, take a closer look at your plate. Because when you feed your muscles what they actually need, they start to remember how strong they used to be. Section 3. Superfood number 1: pumpkin seeds. The forgotten muscle mineral fix. When we talk about rebuilding muscle strength, most people think of protein first. But your legs don't just need protein, they need minerals that allow those muscles to actually work. And one of the most important? Magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that plays a critical role in muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough magnesium, your muscles don't fire correctly. Nerve signals slow down, and even simple movements can feel stiff, shaky, or painful. But that's not all. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, which supports hormone balance and immune recovery, and healthy fats that reduce low-grade inflammation around joints and muscle tissue. It's a compact food with serious impact. Yet here's where most people go wrong. They buy the roasted, salted versions. Those are not the same. Roasting at high temperatures destroys much of the magnesium. And salt can dehydrate the body, increasing cramps, not reducing them. Here's the fix. Soak raw pumpkin seeds overnight in filtered water. This process removes something called phytic acid, a natural compound that blocks mineral absorption in the gut. After soaking, you can eat them raw, toss them into oatmeal, or blend into a smoothie. Need proof it works? Meet Linda, a 68-year-old retired school teacher from Ohio. She had dealt with morning leg cramps for years. Nothing helped, not stretching, not warm compresses, not even medication. But after adding just 2 tablespoons of soaked pumpkin seeds to her breakfast each day, she noticed something remarkable. No more cramps. By week 2, her balance had improved. Her legs felt lighter in the morning. She didn't change her workout routine. She didn't take a supplement. She just gave her muscles what they were missing. Sometimes the most powerful fixes are the simplest. Section 4. Superfood number 2: tart cherry juice. Muscle recovery in a glass. If you've ever felt sore, stiff, or unusually fatigued the day after a short walk or trip to the store, it's not just age catching up with you. It's inflammation. And more specifically, the buildup of lactic acid in your muscles. That's where tart cherry juice comes in. Tart cherries are packed with a group of natural plant compounds called anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and assist the body in flushing out excess lactic acid after movement. Unlike sweet cherries, which have more sugar and fewer active compounds, tart cherries, specifically Montmorency cherries, deliver far more concentrated anti-inflammatory benefits. And how do they compare to something like blueberries? While blueberries are great for general antioxidant support, tart cherries have been shown to be more effective when it comes to post-exercise muscle recovery and joint relief, particularly in older adults. But here's the catch. Not all cherry juice is created equal. One common mistake is picking up bottles labeled cherry juice cocktail or cherry blend. These are often loaded with added sugars and mixed with apple or grape juice, diluting the actual benefits of the tart cherry. To get real results, you need 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice, ideally cold-pressed or concentrated. And here's a pro tip that's worked wonders for many seniors. Drink 6 to 8 ounces of tart cherry juice in the evening, especially after walking or physical therapy. Why evening? Because anthocyanins not only reduce inflammation, but also help improve sleep quality, giving your muscles time to recover more fully overnight. The next morning, many people report less stiffness, better range of motion in their legs, and even smoother transitions when standing up or walking downstairs. 1 glass, no pills, no side effects, just nature doing what it does best when we give it the chance. Section 5. Superfood number 3, cooked spinach. Your natural blood flow booster. Your leg muscles need oxygen not just to move, but to recover, stay balanced, and keep their strength as you age. And one of the most effective natural ways to improve oxygen delivery is through dietary nitrates. That's where cooked spinach comes in. Spinach is one of the richest plant sources of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation throughout the body, especially in the legs. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, helping them work harder and recover faster. But there's an important detail. It needs to be cooked. Raw spinach contains oxalates, natural compounds that bind to key minerals like calcium and magnesium, reducing how much your body can absorb. When you cook spinach, especially with water or a bit of oil, you significantly reduce oxalate levels, allowing the nitrates and minerals to actually do their job. Here's a simple breakfast idea. Sauté a handful of fresh spinach with a little olive oil, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon. Serve it alongside scrambled eggs or a bowl of quinoa. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it's one of the easiest ways to start improving blood flow to your legs before the day even begins. And the results? They speak for themselves. In one small study, seniors who ate nitrate-rich greens daily, including cooked spinach, showed a 16% improvement in walking speed and leg endurance within a single week. Picture this. Day 1, a woman in her late 60s struggles to walk across the community center without needing a break. Day 7, after incorporating cooked spinach into lunch and dinner, she's walking laps steadily, confidently, and without stopping. Sometimes, strength doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from fueling smarter. Section 6. Superfood number 4, lentils. The long-burning fuel for your legs. Your leg muscles don't just need strength, they need stamina. And for seniors, one of the most overlooked sources of lasting energy is something many try to avoid: carbohydrates. But not all carbs are the enemy. Lentils offer a unique combination of slow-digesting carbohydrates and plant-based protein, making them one of the most efficient sources of sustained energy for your legs. Here's why that matters. When you walk, climb stairs, or even stand for long periods, your leg muscles rely on glucose, the energy that comes from carbs. If you skip carbs entirely, or rely on fast-burning ones like white bread or sugary snacks, your muscles run out of fuel quickly, leading to fatigue, shakiness, and even unsteadiness. That's the mistake many older adults make when trying to eat healthy, cutting carbs altogether and ending up with even weaker legs. Lentils fix that. They release energy slowly over several hours, giving your muscles exactly what they need to keep going without the crash. They're also packed with iron, magnesium, potassium, and leucine, a key amino acid that triggers muscle repair and growth. And on top of that, their high prebiotic fiber content supports gut health, which plays a surprising role in reducing inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. One helpful tip: lentils also stabilize blood sugar, preventing the sharp drops that can lead to post-meal leg weakness or dizziness, especially in seniors with prediabetes or insulin sensitivity. Consider this story. James, a 73-year-old former mechanic, used to crash every afternoon around 2 p.m. He felt like his legs were giving out heavy, tired, even a bit numb. He thought it was aging, but a dietitian suggested he replace his usual lunch of white rice and meat with a lentil and vegetable bowl. Within 3 days, the crashes stopped. No more need to lie down mid-afternoon. His legs had the fuel they needed, and they showed up for him all day long. So if you want to walk farther, stand longer, and stay steady from morning to night, don't fear the right carbs. Feed your legs like they're built to go the distance. Section 7. Superfood Cinque salmon, the triple threat: protein, omega-3, vitamin D. When it comes to rebuilding leg strength, few foods hit as many targets as salmon. It's not just a healthy protein, it's what we call a triple threat for aging muscles: high-quality protein, inflammation-fighting omega-3s, and vitamin D. Let's break that down. First, the protein in salmon is easy to digest and rich in the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild after every step you take. Second, the omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, found in salmon actively reduce inflammation, especially in muscles and joints that get overworked or injured. And third, vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium, which is vital not only for bone density but also for proper muscle contraction, especially in your legs. This trio makes salmon one of the most efficient muscle repair foods available, and the research backs it up. In a clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who ate salmon 3 times a week for 10 days saw a 24% increase in leg strength and mobility, especially in the knees and thighs. That's a massive gain in a short time, all from a real food source. But like many things in nutrition, the quality matters. Whenever possible, choose wild-caught salmon over farm-raised. Farmed salmon often contains higher levels of mercury, lower omega-3 content, and is more likely to be exposed to antibiotics or artificial colorants. Wild salmon, while more expensive, tends to have cleaner, more potent nutrition and a firmer, more satisfying texture. Here's a simple and effective way to prepare it. Bake or grill a 4-ounce fillet with a drizzle of olive oil, fresh lemon juice, and herbs like dill or parsley. Avoid sugary glazes, breading, or deep frying, which add inflammation and cancel out many of the benefits. Many older adults who add salmon to dinner just 2 to 3 times a week report waking up with less joint stiffness, better balance, and stronger push-off power when walking. Salmon doesn't just support your legs, it strengthens the systems that keep you standing tall. Section 8. Superfood number 6: quinoa, the only plant-based complete protein for seniors. Most plant-based foods are missing one or more of the essential amino acids that muscles need to grow, repair, and stay strong. But quinoa is the rare exception. Quinoa is one of the only plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids in meaningful amounts, making it a complete protein, just like meat or fish. For seniors looking to support leg strength without relying solely on animal products, quinoa is a smart, science-backed choice. But the benefits don't stop there. Quinoa is also rich in magnesium, which supports proper muscle contraction and relaxation, and iron, which helps red blood cells carry oxygen to your leg muscles. That means more energy during movement and less fatigue after. Here's what often goes wrong. Many people skip a crucial step: rinsing quinoa before cooking. Raw quinoa is coated in natural compounds called saponins, which give it a bitter, soapy taste and can upset digestion. To avoid that, always rinse your quinoa thoroughly under cold water for 30-60 seconds before cooking. Now for the delicious part. Here's a simple dinner idea that checks every nutritional box for leg health. A warm quinoa bowl, topped with sautéed spinach and grilled salmon. It's rich in protein, omega-3s, dietary nitrates, magnesium, and iron, all in one meal. Add a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of turmeric for extra anti-inflammatory support. Seniors who incorporate quinoa into dinner 2 to 3 times a week often report better overnight recovery, reduced soreness, and steadier energy levels the next morning, especially when standing, walking, or climbing stairs. So if you're looking for a plant-powered way to rebuild strength, stay steady, and support your legs long-term, quinoa deserves a spot on your plate. Section 9. Superfood number 7: beets. Rapid circulation repair for lower body mobility. If you've ever felt like your legs were heavy, slow, or one step behind your mind, the problem may not be your muscles. It could be your circulation. As we age, blood flow to the lower body naturally decreases. That means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and slower recovery for your legs. But beets offer a fast, natural fix. Beets are exceptionally high in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, increases oxygen delivery, and restores proper circulation to areas like the calves, thighs, and knees. The result? More oxygen means your leg muscles can contract more efficiently, leading to better mobility, faster recovery, and stronger movement. And it doesn't take weeks to notice. In clinical trials, older adults who consumed beetroot juice experienced faster stair climbing, improved balance, and increased walking distance, often within hours. That's why even elite athletes drink beet juice before competition. It works that fast. But here's a mistake many people make: using canned beets soaked in sugar, vinegar, or preservatives. These processed versions lack the nitrate power of fresh or steamed beets and can even increase inflammation. For best results, choose fresh beets, steamed, roasted, or blended into a smoothie. Or try 100% pure beet juice, unsweetened, undiluted, and cold-pressed. Here's a tip. Drink 1 small glass, about 4 to 6 ounces, of beet juice 30 minutes before walking, climbing stairs, or exercising. Most seniors report feeling lighter, quicker, and more stable during movement, with less fatigue after. When your legs have the oxygen they need, they don't hesitate. They move confidently, smoothly, and with purpose. Section 10. Superfood number 8. Bone broth. Liquid collagen for joint and muscle healing. If your legs ache not just in the muscles, but deep in the joints, knees, or tendons, what you may be missing isn't strength. It's structure. That's where bone broth comes in. Bone broth is one of the richest natural sources of collagen, a structural protein that makes up your joints, ligaments, and connective tissues. As we age, our bodies produce less collagen, and this can lead to stiffness, instability, and even pain when walking or standing. Drinking bone broth gives your body exactly what it needs to repair and rebuild those tissues. It's also rich in glycine and proline, 2 amino acids that support muscle fiber healing and reduce inflammation. In one Japanese study, seniors who consumed glycine-rich broth after activity saw a 40% faster rate of muscle regeneration in just hours. But not all broths are equal. The most effective version is homemade or made from pasture-raised bones, simmered slowly with apple cider vinegar, garlic, and anti-inflammatory herbs like thyme or rosemary. The vinegar helps extract more minerals and collagen from the bones, turning a simple soup into a powerful healing tonic. And here's a usage tip. Drink 1 warm cup of bone broth first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, or immediately after any light movement, like a walk or stretching. Many seniors report feeling more fluid in their joints, less stiffness, and better overall balance by the afternoon just from that single habit. Bone broth isn't just comforting. It's functional fuel for anyone looking to walk with strength and confidence again. Closing segment. Your challenge starts now. Now you've learned about 8 powerful foods, each one backed by real science, and each one capable of restoring strength, flexibility, and energy to your legs in as little as 12 hours. So, here's your challenge. Pick just one, add it to your next meal, and notice what changes tomorrow morning, or even later tonight. You might feel steadier when standing. You might take the stairs without thinking. You might just feel like yourself again. And when you do come back here and tell us, which food are you most excited to try first, and why? Your story might help someone else take that first step toward recovery. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more science-based insights on senior health, nutrition, and strength. We're here to support your journey every step of the way, because your legs are more than just limbs. They're your foundation, and when you fuel them right, they'll carry you farther than you ever imagined. Thank you so much for watching. If today's video made you think or inspired you to make even a small change in your daily habits, we'd truly love to hear about it in the comments below. Which healthy tip are you committing to try first? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, science-backed health insights every week. Your wellness journey matters, and we're here for it, every step of the way.